is that touch of death style. A bit like we were talking about earlier on. The specialists are on their way up, but Nia was partying right at the top when they were underground, because I've seen some of the clips that this man has got, and my man is focused on getting one neutral interaction and farming it all the way down to the market. He's doing it for her. JR and Mia both going to be looking to take that final step to get into top 64, but it is going to be interesting to see how this goes as JR already begins with that back air.
You know, I feel like these T-Jolts are going to be a problem for MinMin because you're stuck there just chucking out an arm and chucking out an arm. And while you're doing that, the T-Jolt's just going to come raining down on you like that. And now JR getting in, getting a little bit of a conversion now. Nia sitting at 52% as he is just trying to play that keep away game with the arms, as you do, especially against a character like Pikachu, who is always trying to just weasel his way in.
Now, I want to bring back this edge guard thing that we were talking about with JR, because this is one character where edge guards are a borderline necessity. It is arguably, I wouldn't even argue it anymore, it is MinMin's biggest weakness as a character, that vulnerability to getting edge guarded, particularly against characters like Pikachu. And we're seeing it already, just electing to go down and try and get that pivot grab. And thankfully for JR, just landing onto that platform. But we have seen how devastating the kill potential can be, and JR is going to have to start deciding how he recovers, probably a little bit earlier than he's anticipated, because MinMin can just be there at any given point. It doesn't matter where you are, MinMin is in range and she's locked and loaded.
And look at this ledge pressure, this ledge trapping coming out from Nia, yielding a kill, that first stock of this set. Nia's just so good at throwing those arms out and keeping you at ledge, keeping you guessing on what he's going to do next, and then just hitting you with that arm in that final frame that you get after your invincibility. And look at that, the up smash, very laggy, trying to chuck a T-Jolt back, but JR saying, oh yeah, you're in lag now, let me just jump straight on you, hit you with an up smash. And now JR, even though I had a little bit of a deficit, now is the one playing the keep away game by throwing these T-Jolts out.
Yeah, and JR's got to be really careful pressing these buttons in disadvantage as well. It's so tempting to press a button so you avoid that tech chase situation, but in the same vein, Nia can just charge that smash attack and it will be a hitbox ready and waiting for you. And if you're not ready to deal with that, you're going to die so early. Love that from JR, just going for that reverse thunder. Well, probably the most safe way to edgeguard, even if you don't get too much off of it. Nia trying to escape this close quarters situation, and just in between jabs, the back air shows itself. But we are seeing once again, JR, how much more can you get? You've managed to get in, but that is not safe, my brother, as Nia with the up smash out of shield is going to take another stock, and this is getting pretty scary for JR, I have to say.
Very scary indeed. As we're seeing Nia now continue this pressure with the arms, just chucking them out, keeping JR at an uncomfortable range. And then, of course, as you said earlier, trying to get JR off stage to get those touch of deaths. But look at that, the edge guarding that is so prolific in this matchup. What a track down with that forward air. And JR is only at 23%. JR, all he needs to do is find something like that again. And Nia is long gone for this game one, but Nia is still keeping this ironclad game plan, sitting at that ledge and waiting for JR to get hit by one of them, just conditioning JR to fall in. But look at that, JR getting in now himself, and there we go, back air, pushes Nia off stage by accident, and now Nia is just dancing around these platforms.
Yeah, Nia just lets him to go for that upbeat just to completely get out of the ledge trap situation. JR being mere pixels away from being pivot grabbed. He's got a really good grasp on the ranges that MinMin can grab at, and is just dancing around that. I love that neutral air just to completely diffuse the situation and get that free recovery. But we can see MinMin once again just getting really charged down by these quick attacks, and it's something that Nia has got to be careful of, because in the same vein that we were saying earlier about how JR can't be pressing buttons, sometimes Nia's got to really cool the pace as well, because if you're just throwing out these arms, you've got all the time in the world, and quick attack, as it said in the name, a very fast option to deal with that.
Yeah, and now look at that, Nia just getting stuck at the edge of the stage, and a dash attack!
Yo!
Meeting Nia, but look at that, before I could even finish that that sentence, sorry, my brain has just completely taken a 180, as that spike has thrown me completely off track.
First time he went for it as well. I've seen him go for that a lot. It is something that he does like to go for, and you've got to be careful in that situation, because Pikachu has got the frame data to go for, like, say, like a drop-down upper or a drop-down forward air to be able to punish that. But Nia just having it there and was just like, right, you're done.
Yep.
I'll edge guard. Yeah, you're done. I'll edge guard you. So good from him. But again, that was a pretty close set for both of these players. And I think, again, it's this back and forth between who's pressing buttons, when are they pressing buttons, and is it the right time for you to be pressing those buttons? Because they've both got these options to catch each other unaware, and their ranges are both deceptively larger than you would anticipate. But it's going to be interesting to see. We have gone to small battlefield. I love that pick here from JR. That top platform was kind of benefiting Nia a little bit more, being able to retreat to that top platform to just get out of those disadvantage states, and JR just electing to keep that away from him.
Now, and look at that, JR starting off hot, as is Nia though, as both percents are around that mid-percent, and Nia is getting that tiny little bit of extra damage on the board. And I just want to say they have switched to small battlefield instead of battlefield, giving JR that more of a close-ranged fight, that close-knit fight, and Nia was jumping onto that top platform a lot just to refresh those arms, get whichever one he wanted in there, and now JR has just removed that top platform from the equation with this counter pick. But Nia looks pretty comfortable on this stage too.
Ooh, trying to go for a jump read there with the up B, but JR once again just living at the moment. Again, JR, a big habit he's got is that quick attack towards the center stage. It is something that Pikachu's love to go for. You get that hitbox, you put him in a bit of stun, and then you get that reversal with the back air, or even in this case, the forward tilt. And it is something that I think Nia is going to have to catch onto, because it is a habit that he has got, and he's got to get as many punishes as he can. I love that attempt there, just a little dash forward to bait the spot dodge, but was just a little bit off on the timing. And that's the case a lot at the moment, where Nia has got these reads and is just being a split second away from getting a meaty punish.
And now JR playing that keyboard game with that gigantic meatball just getting shoved in your face, and Pikachu goes straight off that left blast zone. And now Nia once again is a stock ahead. That down smash still not killing, even though it was right at the edge of the stage. But Nia air dodging and unable to recover.
Yeah, I think sometimes when you're in that situation where you've got so many options under your belt, it felt like Nia was trying to cook something a little bit too spicy and just ended up flubbing on the execution, which is unfortunate for him, of course, but again, it's at those high percent. And that's the thing with both these characters, they can die ridiculously early, and neutral air just to break out of the combos. And this is something that is scary on behalf of MinMin. She has not got the frame data to deal with that option. A dash attack, of course, very hard to punish in general, but Nia and MinMin do not have the answers today, trying to get something going, trying to catch those jumps, and it feels like JR has elected for that much quicker play style, instead just going for these quick attacks now, that grab as well, the down throw, falling out of the forward air, and again, JR just fishing for a lot of these grabs at this early percentage. You get those nice little two pieces, and then you can get the edge guard going as well, and it is just a recipe for success. And Nia at the moment just being stuck in this corner, but finally managing to batter his way out there. Forward air, up tilt, completely different move. Gonna send JR to the skies, and I love that dash attack as well, but Nia being a little bit optimistic with the option. Ooh. Lots of optimism around here, let me tell you.
I was about to say, both of these players, they love doing their empty hops into like a read on the shield. And it's worked out for JR a little bit more because JR loves to go for that grab. You can't really do that too much with MinMin because of how long it takes for that grab to just come out. But now look at this, as we see JR still trying to find, both players trying to find this kill, but JR needs it. Saving 124%, goes for the edge guard, and it just scares Nia enough to where he goes off stage and has to just fall down. That recovery, that edge guarding situation, as you say, is Nia's worst MinMin's worst moment. The biggest weakness, but what is no weakness, is how strong any move in neutral is for MinMin when you have that megawatt coming out and just being shoved in your face at center stage.
Yeah, and here we go. We've finally got an opportunity here.
Oh,
that's not going to be it, surely. Oh my God, Nia. I said it at the start. I said it at the start. JR is shaken. Bro does not know what hit him. And to be fair, anyone would be in that situation. He got a grab at 0% and converted it. This is what Nia was talking about. And this is what we said right at the start, right? That touch of death that Nia could go for. And such a jarring change of pace. I'm shaken. I'm shook at Slap. What is going on?
I mean, I knew that like MinMin could do back throw at 0% and then like read a recovery to just do a forward smash and kill at 0%. I didn't know you could do side B forward smash with the laser. What the?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
what was that?
he's got them down. That's the thing, and it's been something that he has been actively working on recently. And it's something that, like you said, it's a read of the recovery option, right? But not doing anything is still a recovery option.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like, usually you can just go like...
Ooh,
hello.
Hello.
We were talking about MinMin, and now we see Ice Climbers.
So, Nia does have an Ice Climbers. Nia has got a wide variety of characters under his belt. The bulk of his meal is the MinMin, but I have seen the Ice Climbers before, and they're not too bad, I have to say. He's been doing quite well at his weeklies with them, but of course this is the bigger stage, and this is something that maybe Nia, even though you got the victory, you did sort of grasp it at a moment's notice. So I'm wondering whether this is just to sort of refresh things a little bit, maybe to keep Nia. Oh, hello! He's got some bits and pieces, I've got to say, but I'm wondering whether this is just Nia trying to refresh the pace a little bit, maybe trying to stop JR from adjusting too much.
Nana, what are you doing?
However, it doesn't matter how familiar you are with the matchup when Nana has got a mind of her own, and she does what she wants. She is independent, and if she wants you to die, hey, who am I to judge?
Exactly, you know, honestly, Nana just like did the long live the king and just pushed Popo off stage, like not letting him recover whatsoever. And now, you know, much less of a deficit than I thought, as though we go Nana once again acting on her own, as Popo is getting hit, and Nana has nothing to do with it. Nana's like, you know what, do this by yourself, I don't care. I'm just going to freeze him once in a while. See, look, here, take that. I love the desync so much. Ice Climbers is so much fun to watch.
Wow, just a beautiful desync, trapping JR in shield, and then just going for that up smash to secure the stock. Again, this is a very, very technical character, I have to say. This is not just a character that you can pick up and play. This is someone that Nia has had in the back of the pocket for an awfully long time, just catching that jump away with the up air. But of course, you've got to be so careful here, trying to get that Thunder Spike to be able to get rid of Nana, but she is living another day, and now Nia has just got to keep things simple. Get that up tilt going, get a couple of up airs going, and then get those stocks. But JR keeping incredibly patient at the moment, not quite managing to get the edge guard, but again, parrying multi-hit moves. It is a fool's game in Smash Bros. Ultimate, and it doesn't matter when your partner's living. If Popo's dead, your stock is gone. Yeah,
and now Nia does have a mountain to climb, as the Ice Climbers have to do in their original game. And now look at this. Nia, no, as I was saying before, I tried making that horrible joke. Mountain to climb with stocks right now, and JR is playing so wonderfully.
Oh, and you see Nia has already got the right idea on these quick attacks to stage, right? Starting to charge that forward smash, just about misspacing it, and I love that catch on the retreat just with the dash attack, and again the lingering hitbox of the up tilt and then the up smash to cover the immediate. So damn good from Nia, and this is where it gets really, really scary for JR, because you've been forced to approach each and every time. A little bit of a misspacing there on the forward smash, but I like that awareness from JR, knowing that in that moment there was going to be some kind of punish from Nia. So instead of trying to extend that combo, just shielding, waiting, and getting to live another day. But Nia has got to find some answers soon, particularly when that second climber is going to be getting really high in percents. But Nia, only 42% on the board. This is still anybody's game here, Slap.
And we've seen 40% be done by a single desync combo. We know Nia has it in him, but look at this. Nana gets sent off stage. Are we going to be seeing an edge guard? No, we are not, as JR is now getting hit by that side B that could have led into an up air, but now, once again, Nana getting hit. And once again, the couple is split up as Nana is sent off stage once more. Sopo having to just go off stage to save Nana. I didn't even think that would connect that up B, but you know what? Teleporting. I didn't know Nana could teleport like that. Oh, look at that!
Ooh, he's got those.
A footstool!
However, he's sort of recoiling his head. I think it was after that jab block. Maybe could have got a little bit more and potentially a kill, but that is such a nice way to get back into the swing of things at the moment. Nana finally biting the dust, as the Sopo is going to be Nia's only lifeline if he wants to make this a 3-0. But of course, JR, all of the pressure is on him. He managed to make a diamond earlier on, but this is a different beast altogether. The pressure to lose to Sopo as well. You've got to make something work. That dash attack, this edge guard, you've got to go for it right now. And that back air, not quite going to be enough. Keeping hold of the jump, but just a perfect coverage. JR on the board.
JR again on the board, and you know what? We've seen JR in this situation. 2 games down, but is able to bring one back. And who knows, are we going to see another JR reverse 3-0? As, you know, I'm sure Nia is going to go back into MinMin.
I think, yeah. I mean, so in terms of Nia's other characters, he's got Robin. He's got, what was the other one? Lucina. He's got Lucina as well. He's got Rosalina. He's got a wide variety of characters under the belt. Again, I really have to emphasize that MinMin is the moneymaker.
Yeah.
MinMin is the breadwinner of Nia's family, but certainly a little bit of a side hustle coming out from the Ice Climbers that nearly brought home a little bit of cash, but certainly it may be, as you say, that Nia goes back to that tried and true, going back to the MinMin. Yeah, there it is, locked and loaded in. And JR, of course, sticking tried and true with that Pikachu again. Pikachu, very, very dedicated bunch of mains, going to be going for it. Now, JR practically had that game 2 against Nia, but it was that clutch back throw into that wonderful conversion that made it the 2-0 lead. So Nia has got some adjustments to make. He was given a bit of a lifeline, but again, we've seen what JR can do. No amount of pressure can buckle this man, and he is, you know, again, started that trodden road up to the reverse 3-0, but I've got to say, this route's looking a little bit familiar for him.
Yeah, and I feel like that game with Ice Climbers was a refresher. It was just, okay, all of the MinMin adaptation that you had, throw that away, fight my Ice Climbers, and now we're going to go back to MinMin, where you're a little bit more unfamiliar, just for having that little refresher with the Ice Climbers. And it's, you know, it's going a tiny little bit in the favor of JR now. As I was about to say, it was heading neutral, but JR is just getting a few more neutral wins, getting a few more interactions in there that leads to just a little bit more damage, sending Nia into that corner and ledge trapping Nia. But look at that, Nia able to break away and getting a bit of an advantage for himself now.
So this is the one real disadvantage of MinMin, is that a lot of active hitboxes don't necessarily trade, but they just stuff out the hitboxes of the arms. It's something that Nia has lamented about time after time, and it is something that JR, whether intentionally or otherwise, is doing a lot. You know, you clank with the T-Jolt, and sometimes it just goes straight through, and sometimes they just cancel each other out. But we saw right there the quick attack just hit one of the arms as it was coming out, and JR was able to continue the attack. So it's a really difficult situation for Nia to even try and catch in disadvantage. Going for this tech chase situation, lovely catch there, and a little bit of sus-CI brings a lead into JR's hands.
Yeah, no, and like I said, pressure can make diamonds. JR's already got one gigantic diamond hanging off that ring finger. Can he get another on a necklace? Who knows what we're going to be seeing right now?
Yeah, Nia just trying to catch that pretty optimistic quick attack to all the way to the other side. JR electing to just stay on that left-hand platform, and I've really got to commend, I've not had a chance to comment on this there, but JR's parries on the neutral airs have been really, really good, and an unfortunate moment there for Nia, losing a stock incredibly early. This is not going to be what you want to deal with going into a potential Game 5, and a pretty aggressive down air. And JR, once again, he thrives being at a deficit, catching the jump, going for that
not again!
just about managing to make it back out. But again, just JR, time and time again, we could be on the verge of a 3-stock, and it's so, so devastating. But that Dragon Breath just going to be catching JR asleep at the wheel a little bit. But Nia is going to need to dig deep if he wants to make it a 3-1, and he's going to need to take some deep breaths as he potentially goes into this Game 5. JR looking like a different beast slap.
Exactly, and you know, all it takes is Nia to get 2 of those touch of deaths at the side of the stage again. But you know what? With how well JR is playing right now, JR is masterfully getting around every single option that Nia has. Look at those T-Jolts coming in. Again, the Skull Bash, probably a little bit of a misinput, but it still doesn't lead to too much from Nia. So we go. And okay, I want to mention this now before I get, before another chance escapes me.
Go, go, go.
Pikachu gets underarmed so much. It's so funny. I see Nia go for this drop down off ledge, jump back on stage with an arm. And I've seen Pikachu go under Ram Ram. I've seen Pikachu go under Megawa. I've seen Pikachu go under the Dragon. Pikachu just goes under everything.
I mean, the pancaking effect is so, so devastating, particularly in this game where her box shifting is so good, and Nia's got to find something else, brother, as Game 5 is on the verge of arriving. And if it ain't working, you got to do it twice, my friends. We are going to yet another Game 5, and Nia has got to dig deep. The MinMin is not looking like the grand tool that it was. There's a missed paycheck there, son.
Are you feeling a bit deja vu? Because this has happened before. We've seen JR earlier today get a 2-stock in Game 4 that he's clawed back from being a 2-0. Like, are we going to be seeing JR get another reverse 3-0 after a dominant Game 4 just like this? Nia right now is thinking. You can see right now Nia thoughts going through his head. The pressure is on now for both players instead of just JR. And you can see that it's getting a little bit to Nia. Because Nia, as you said, has got a lot of characters. I've got a few characters in my pocket as well. And when I'm in bracket, I'm sitting there, I'm going, will another character help right now?
Yeah, it's game 5. Whether you go for a new character to just try and go all in, whether you go back to that Ice Climbers, which for all intents and purposes was doing incredibly well. I think with a couple of cleaner conversions and maybe just a couple of less unfortunate edge guards, it would have worked quite well. But Nia has got that final decision to make. Of course, we're going to be seeing the Pikachu here. Stages first, of course, so small battlefield is the pick. I imagine a lot of triplats have been banned. Looking into the eyes of his main, have you got the juice to go the distance? We are going to find out whether the gas has run out or whether JR's reverse 3-0 is going to come crashing down. JR versus Nia, game 5.
And look at this, already starting off as we've seen before, both players feeling each other out. Nia using those gigantic arms to thrust through, while JR was electing to use those T-jolts just to get those tiny little bit chips of damage, and then also as an opening to get in. And then we go, what a pivot grab! Are we going to be seeing another 0 to death? No! JR is able to just jump up and get around the arms before they can even be thrown out, as Nia was waiting for the recovery option. But now you've got that powered up arm on deck. That dragon arm is so powerful now, and that laser is so long. But JR is playing well throughout it, just waiting it out, using T-jolts and just waiting to get in, Joycey.
It's really, really difficult, right? Because it feels like JR has been doing such a good job of dictating the pace and really doing a good job of mixing it up as well. We saw right at the start of the game a lot of these back airs just sort of almost being like this fly in front of your face, and you're trying to swat it away and you can't get anything going. And even these edge guard situations as well, we mentioned right at the start of JR's first appearance on stream whether those edge guards were going to come into place, and he has found real comfort in these edge guards. And Nia also as well, just trying to get anything started when the pace does manage to slow down. But it feels like it's this aggression that is really making JR go the distance at the moment, trying to get another down air again like we saw at the end of game 1, but it not quite working out. And Nia has got to find something at the moment. He is getting smothered left, right, and center. Love that cheeky little tech chase.
Ooh.
And the 2-frame. Are we going to see anything more? What more can you bring to the table here? Up throw, not quite going to do it, but again, just resets the situation entirely. And I can see in 2 or 3 different moments that Nia is collecting data. There are these moments where he's waiting and he's seeing and he's not going for this punish. Whether that will be fruitful later in the set will remain to be seen, but it feels like Nia has got a little trick or two left up his sleeve.
You know, look at that powered up arm just giving you so much shield stun, but it goes away. Both players, 130-odd%. What a jump over the grab. JR now just needs to find something in neutral. He needs to find a speck of a kill, trying to go for that quick attack into a confirm. And Nia is still just chucking out arm after arm, tries to go for the grab again. So many grabs have caught JR in this game already that I do not blame him for trying to go for another one. And just trying to shove that laser right into JR's face, that back air. Not killing us. Both players now at 150-odd%, but what a T-jolt to get that kill. And JR now just trying to get this stock as far as it could possibly be, but once again it goes straight back to neutral. 2 stocks apiece, Joycey.
A little bit of suspect DI there, and JR dying off the right-hand side of the stage. Nia, once again, in a very, very difficult situation. Like the fly, he's back and swarming Nia. Can Nia get anything out of it? Manages to just keep away from it, but again, it's these edge guard situations. Nia's got to avoid it. JR electing to play a little bit safer playstyle that he's perhaps a little bit more familiar with, but that back throw is going to get Nia off stage, and I'm sensing a little bit of fear at the moment from JR. A very, very strange situation. That grab just about whipping, and we're going to see what else Nia can pull out of his bag of tricks. Only 40, the megawatt beginning to show itself. Going to be able to get that little bit more hit stun, that little bit more damage at the risk of it being a bit slower. These forward smashes as well. Nia's neutral got up into a couple of them thus far, but here we go. Can we get anything started? A very optimistic forward smash. Not going to be punished completely, and that's the first one we saw here, Slap.
Look at that, the down B spike into the gigantic shockwave that sends you off stage, and JR taking what was once a very neutral game and flipping it on its head, as now JR has what could be considered a massive lead, after seeing what both these players are capable of in the games of past. And now Nia doing a very, very good job, just keeping JR away, closing this gap, trying to find something to close this lead up, getting that powered up arm as well. Megawatt also on deck. Nia just wants to kill this Pikachu, just wants to get this rat into a blast zone. And look at that, the Megawatt not killing just yet, but sending you very far away. Does a lot of damage. That up smash still not killing as well, as JR's once again sitting above 100%. But look at that, the Ram still not killing.
Any other arm would have done the trick as well. Nia having to let go a little bit early, 150% on Pikachu, and now JR can just play right into his game plan, just that slower and slower pace. And with how exciting this has been on our last stop, we got 2.5 minutes left on the clock as Nia manages to get back into this game, and it is anybody's game to lose here. Nia has got to find something. It has been the JR show all the way through, but Nia is not done yet.
Not done at all. Look at that, trying to go for that down air, perfectly landing it so it cancels on the ground. But here we go, JR getting a quick attack. Very good from Nia to just down smash him away. And now JR, what a hurt box shift with that up tilt, getting around the grab from Pikachu. And now we're just going to be seeing again this neutral that we've seen so many times before. T-Gel's coming in, arms getting thrusted out. One person trying to find an opening. And here we are, JR with the opening. Throws another T-Gel, catches the jump, but the forward air doesn't fully connect.
Nia's been given a couple of lifelines in this situation, a couple of weird grabs not hitting, a couple of multi-hits not quite connecting, but it is still JR keeping composed. And again, these weights and these reacts, these directional air dodges, excuse me.
Oh my god!
Wow, what a catch with the back air. And Nia, I think, has still got his jump last life at the moment, and the neutral get up. The get up attack, I can't even mince my words at the moment here. Nia, just about, what a beautiful, beautiful
mix. Oh my god!
JR had the right idea, wrong execution. We can see
there we go!
Another edge guard is finally going to do it. JR using his inner demons to take out Nia in yet another reverse 3-0. Who can buckle this man? I say nobody.
JR has an incredibly special Pikachu, because for any of you Pokemon fans out there, that Pikachu has slow start as an ability. You see JR go down 2 games twice today. Twice JR has gone down 2 games, but has that pressure. He has that, oh my god, am I going to be able to get through this? Yes, he can. That mental fortitude you have to go on stream twice, to go 2 games down twice, and then to get a reverse 3-0 in such a fashion with such a close last game, absolutely mirroring both sets one after another. And how masterful of JR to get